for baseball on MLB Network. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Detroit Tigers and the Seattle Mariners. Shohei OHTANI gets the ball for Seattle in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Now at the plate, Dale Whiters, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. All in all, a great afternoon for baseball. 73 degrees here at first pitch. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers leadoff hitter. To 2-2 now.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. D-Row, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle. High pop up. Vogelback over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Fukumori calls for it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. Max Scherzer, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not age at 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Now at the plate, Robert Fukumori. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line towards center field. Kiermaier is there, and he has it for the first out. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, you have to like the various skills that Sin-Soo Choo brings to the plate. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Coming to the plate now, Vincent O, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Scherzer is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In now, Chang-Ho Song, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And that's the second out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mariners leave one. Still no score. Standing in, Mike Schmidt. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Mike Schmidt.
Now here it comes. Fouled away. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
He'll try again, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Shin-Soo Choo. An on-base percentage nightmare for the opposition. That's what he's known for, getting on base. Also, he's dabbled in center field, but has since moved to the corner and is able to get the job done with a strong arm.
Striding in, Ryan Braun. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes. Heading out towards shallow right. Shin-Soo Choo there to play it, and that's out number 2. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Into the box, Kurt Suzuki. Past battles with Scherzer. He carries a batting average of .389. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Suzuki has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Stepping in, Colton Wong. First offering on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Liner toward right center. Kiermaier is right there, one down.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Into the box now, Dan Vogelbach. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. On the ground to second base. This could be two. There's one. On to Goldschmidt. A double play. Inning over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to this presentation of Major League Baseball on MLB Network from Seattle. All set now for the top of the third in this one. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Kiermaier, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, one away.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Standing in now, Norm Salter, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. A ball and a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Fukumori has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Next for the Tigers, William Bauer. 2 away in the inning. And Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
1-1 the count now. 1-1. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll step off and try again. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Once again, a 3-2. Hit out towards second. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Dale Whiters, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Bauer leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for Detroit. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping into the box, Lee Hu, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. The throw into second, and the Mariners have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Coming to the plate now, Akira Saito, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Stepping in now, Robert Fukumori. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier giving chase. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in to try it again. Vincent O. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
In now the Mariners DH, Chang-Ho Song. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now batting, Eric Hosmer, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Now it's 2-0. Hosmer, an imposing left-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 3-0 offering. Finds the zone, strike one. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hosmer gets his lead at first, nobody out. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box now, Mike Schmidt. And as the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled off. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. Runners on first with 1 down. He stays alive, still 2-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Tapper up the line.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Mike Schmidt sent packing for the second out of the inning.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in, and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Shin-Soo Choo will lead things off after the break. It's the Mariners 1 and the Tigers nothing. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now.
Fourth inning, right fielder, Shin-Soo Choo.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kiermaier will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher.
So one gone in the inning now for the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Whiters comes up with it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Second baseman, number 16.
Here's Colton Wong now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Scherzer into the windup. First pitch on the way. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. Wong, born in the Aloha state of Hawaii. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The next 0-2. Bounce to first. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that the inning comes to a close. 1-2-3 go the Mariners, but they're on top 1-0. Next up for Detroit, Max Kepler.
Getting off for the Tigers, right fielder, Max Kepler.
First pitch on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The second for 1. Back to first, but it's right over his head.
Now batting.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Digging in now, Norm Salter. He flew out in his last at bat. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
In now, William Bauer. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Sent on the ground out to second. Wong is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Dan Vogelbach is next as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
The windup and the 0-1. Line toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Now at the plate, Lee Hu. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set and the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Kepler looks up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and the M's have taken a 3-0 lead.
It's almost a shame because he was pitching a gem today, at least until he served up this 2-run shot. Just goes to show 1 pitch, 1 swing is all it takes to change a pitcher's entire day.
Into the box, Akira Saito. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kepler's there for it. 1 away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Robert Kukumori. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Still only 1 out in the inning. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Kepler is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. At the plate, Vincent O. Scherzer looks in. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot down the line in right as the Mariners have opened up a 4-0 lead.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Standing in now, Chang-Ho Song. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Popped him up. Schmidt will put this one away, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 5 innings complete. Seattle leads this one 4-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Dale Whiters will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Eric Hosmer. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Eric Hosmer sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Settling in now, Paul Goldschmidt. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Oh, moving in. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Goldschmidt, the runner at first with 2 gone. Slapped hard the opposite way. Chu is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Detroit. They trail here 4-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Shin-Soo Choo. 0-2 here to start the afternoon.
Right fielder, Shin.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall.
Boy, D-Row, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Jared Eichhoff takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Jared Eichhoff.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. Will swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 pitch. Line toward right center, and now this will be a base hit for Suzuki, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in, Dan Vogelbach. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kiermaier on the run. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And they'll add another, as this is now a 5-0 game. Lee Hu will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. Bauer has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We're through 6 full. The M's lead it 5-0. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. Here's Brian Braun now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Junichi Tazawa is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 25, Junichi Tazawa.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Braun can't come up with that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the 0-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Sprinting after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Shotrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Down in order go the Tigers. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Stepping up to the plate, Akira Saito.
For the Mariners, the shortstop, Akira Saito.
Here comes the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Left fielder.
Now to the plate, Robert Fukumori. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out toward left. Braun has a read on it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, Vincent.
Now at the plate, Vincent already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Braun has a read on it, and that's the third out. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 8th inning coming up. It's the M's 5 and the Tigers nothing. Leading off the inning, Norm Salter, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping up now, William Bauer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Well, Mark, this is a case where the power pitcher won out in this one, overpowering, moving the ball up, down, in and out, lots of swings and misses, and a little bit of a rough go for finesse guy.
Yeah, he just executed better, Dan, across the board, getting ahead, strike one, and then able to mix in his nasty off-speed stuff with high-velocity fastballs behind it. The finesse guy, more over the heart of the plate, and when that happens, that spells disaster.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now, and after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Stays alive, still 0-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 0-2 once more. Popped him up. On the move is Chu. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Chang-Ho Song.
Designated hitter, Chang-Ho Song.
Now the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives into deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Schmidt is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt.
At the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First offering on its way. On he goes down to get the curveball there and gets a lot of it. And he got more than enough of it, in fact. This one is gone. A home run. So a two-run home run off the bat of Kurt Suzuki as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, he had the right idea trying to bust him inside, but that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a two-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
First baseman, Vogelbach.
Dan Vogelbach is next. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the two-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Tigers. It's now 7-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Eric Hosmer, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base, so I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Behind 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Chu. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Schmidt, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he gets ahead 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last breath for the Tigers. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Hit hard to the right. Foul. 2 out, nobody on.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Shot to third, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
A 7-0 shutout final today. The M's led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Shohei OHTANI pitches well enough to get the W, so that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Tigers, no runs on 2 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base.